and nearly 50 years later, her disappearance still stands as one of Australia's most troubling unresolved crimes. Not because there is no evidence, but because that evidence was never allowed to speak. This was no longer just a story about a missing journalist. It was about a broken system, about power operating without oversight, and about how easily justice can be silenced when those in control refuse to listen. For Juanita, the investigation ended in unanswered questions. For the public, it revealed something far more unsettling. Sometimes, the most dangerous crimes are not committed in dark alleyways. They happened quietly, inside institutions, behind closed doors.
As the official investigation stalled, something even more disturbing began to happen. The people who might have known the truth started disappearing. Some were witnesses, others were loosely connected to the Carousel Club. A few had spoken privately to journalists. One former employee of the nightclub was found dead from what authorities described as a drug overdose. Another individual connected to the building was later discovered in what police ruled a suicide. Each case was treated separately. No connections were officially made, but the pattern was impossible to ignore. All of them had been present at the Carousel Club around the time Juanita vanished. All of them might have known what happened in that back room. Yet none of their deaths triggered renewed urgency. No task force was formed, no broader inquiry was launched. Instead, each incident quietly disappeared into the background. For journalists following the case, the message was chilling. People who talked didn't last, and people who stayed silent survived. Fear spread quickly. Potential witnesses became harder to locate. Some refused interviews. Others denied knowing anything at all. The silence surrounding Juanita's case grew heavier. It was no longer just about a failed investigation. It was about intimidation, a quiet warning to anyone thinking of reopening the past. Because in this story, the danger did not end with Juanita's disappearance. It followed those who came too close to the truth. Years later, journalists began uncovering deeper connections beneath the surface. King's Cross in the 1970s was not just a nightlife district. It was controlled by organized crime networks, illegal gambling, drug trafficking, prostitution, and behind it all, enormous amounts of money. Property development was only one piece of a much larger operation. Several nightclub owners were known figures within criminal circles, and many operated openly.